these people are literally holding the building together. Hey, I am Chuck the bureaucrat, and I've told you before how the Pentagon is this giant biocomputer that runs on human beings. And we've talked about the different layers of responsibilities, we've talked about different backgrounds, and today what I want to do is I want to focus on a famous group of Pentagon workers that are often overlooked and misunderstood. The little old ladies in tennis shoes. First of all, they're real, and they are not to be trifled with. Anytime I see a retirement-age woman wearing $150 sneakers that are color-coordinated with her outfit, I check my ego before they check it for me. So here's how I think this started. One day, she's wearing fashionable but completely uncomfortable shoes. And she says, I'm good at my job. I don't have to put up with these shoes. And so she makes the switch. And the very next day, she goes, I'm good at my job. I don't have to put up with that lieutenant colonel. And then she makes that switch. So let's take a minute to meet some of these folks and learn their background. First of all, you've got Sherry. Sherry was an Army brat. Her dad was a command sergeant major, and they hopped all over from Europe to Japan and then ricocheted around U.S. bases. When she was in college, she married an ROTC cadet, who is now a retired one-star. Over the course of their marriage, Sherry's husband was deployed for a total of 6 years, so she's run the show on her own plenty of times. Plus, she's got a daughter in the Marine Corps and a son in the Air Force, and both of them outrank you. Next, we have Connie. She was a poli-sci major at Howard University 40 years ago when she got picked up to be an intern with the Department of the Navy. Since then, she has clawed her way up through the bureaucracy, at a time when a lot of people didn't want to give her a chance, and whenever she did move up, they assumed it wasn't merit-based. Finally, we got Beth. She's a retired colonel. She flew Black Hawks, commanded a brigade, and you would be surprised the high-placed official whose life she saved one catastrophic day in Afghanistan. After she took the uniform off, she went to work on a congressman's staff, and when he lost his seat, she came back to the Department of Defense. The common denominator about these women is they are not intimidated by posturing. They're not impressed by bluster, and they take an incredibly dim view of people who would mistreat the staff. They are well-connected, committed to the mission, and incredibly pleasant to deal with. Just don't try to steal their funding, or you'll find out exactly how comfortable they are stabbing you in the neck. In the meantime, let's give a shout out in the comments to this powerful force that frankly, we couldn't get along without.